lot of y'all know me as Who is Paris. People in the streets call me Paris. Welcome to the Brooklyn Dream. Growing up in Brooklyn for me was fun. Like, I actually had a childhood. You know, I'm not that old, but I do come from the era of growing up without social media. So I know what it's like to go outside and play manhunt, play Scully.
Coco was Suicide. You know, we played like all them tag games. That was fun.
It's in the middle of a circle at a block party dancing. You felt like it was the MTV Awards.
The African festivals they had at Boys and Girls High School.
A-Train. That's like my favorite train. I think everybody young conquered one train line, and the A-Train was mine.
So I miss block parties in Brooklyn. You know, everybody outside.
Your heart is pumping, and your mother looking at you, somebody standing on a gate looking at you.
As a kid, I was a tomboy, so I was a cute tomboy though. Like, I was on like all the basketball teams, but I would come to the games in like Gucci loafers, and they'd be like, "Where are you going?"
I'm going to Brooklyn and made me the person I am right now.
Also,
due to the fact that I got to experience the good and the bad side. The bad side being a lot of violence, you know, a lot of my peers hustling, selling drugs, doing whatever. The good side of it is I was blessed to come from a household where I didn't have to do any of those things to be the person I am right now.
You know, it was fun. At the same time, it was a struggle all in one. But you, like, once again, you didn't realize that until you got to that particular age.
It keeps you real keen. You know, as far as myself, I think about my fourth step before I take my first. And you always have to be a hustler and just be aware of the fast talkers. It's interesting.
The whole hip hop scene with Biggie and Tupac, even though that ended bad, but that moment where they were on top was like the best Brooklyn days ever. The barbecues, just Brooklyn is just dope. It's so diverse.
Me and make me who I am. Brooklyn, you can make it in Brooklyn, you can make it anywhere.
I've experienced a lot, I've learned a lot, gained some friends, lost some friends. I've gotten to meet some amazing people.
Brooklyn is called the struggle borough, but us growing up, we don't see that side until we get older, you know?
I saw the different paths you can take in Brooklyn and which paths lead down which road. Some lead to success, some lead to death.
I want to be able to always come back.
Yeah, I've traveled around the world. I've been to Japan, I see them doing Brooklyn. I've been to Amsterdam, I've been to Paris, I've been to Cali. I lived there for 3 years and all I wanted to do was come home. Like, I wanted to make money and bring it back to Brooklyn. Just like they say, Manhattan keep on making it, let the world make it and let me take it and bring it back to Brooklyn. That's my dream.
It's nice because it's different from what I've grown up seeing in Brooklyn. Like, I appreciate the new mixture, diversity of people that come into Brooklyn. So it could be white, Chinese. I actually like seeing the white girls and people in Brooklyn.
New Brooklyn, everybody's coming together. Like, it's like everybody's trying to help each other out.
I think it's great because a lot of the new businesses are black owned. So anything black owned, I'm all for. Nothing against white people, Asian people. Y'all cool, but you know, you have a deeper connection to your own culture, just like any other race have a deeper connection to their own culture. You want to see your own people succeed.
It's uplifting. It's uplifting to the community. It lets you know that things are possible. You know?
I love it because it's a vision. You say that Brooklyn could be great. I need to see that Barclays Center, and then I could piggyback off of that and make it even hotter. But I need to see it in order to make it happen. So when I see that white girl walking next to me from the train station, you're right, I'm glad, because that means the police is right behind both of us. But at the same time, I also see that my son JoJo can have playmates because it's changing. So I love New Brooklyn and where it's going, but I just don't want to lose that Spike Lee Brooklyn.
It was on Utica and Chauncey, and I had the whole project jumping. So yeah, the whole project, Jackie Rob projects, they jumped. About 10 years ago, I would say I was shot 3 times in a drive-by, just fighting for my life. That's the worst. And making it through, it made me change.
Physical.
Worst physical fight I got jumped. I was like 14. Like, that was the last time I got jumped. Like, I haven't really fought in a while because I didn't had my stripes when I was younger. Like now, I'm just too old for that. Like if I can avoid something, I'll avoid it. But if it's inevitable, we gonna fight.
It's a crazy story, and we was way too old for this. But not too long ago, we go to this party at the Masonic Temple. I'm not even gonna lie, like I was just like squeaky clean. I definitely got hit in the face, but I definitely did a lot of hitting in the face, which fighting is not good. It is not even, that's not a mature thing to do, to be out here fighting. But when somebody hits you, I mean, like, you gotta hit them back.
I'm gonna say when I was 14.
That's the age for y'all black boys, huh?
Yeah,
14.
I had a fight Boys and Girls, and we fell on the stairs. I broke my arm. But on top of that, Boys and Girls Den was one of the strictest schools in Brooklyn, and he suspended me. The principal, Mickens, he suspended me for 15 days and cut my schedule. So it was kind of hard.
Worst fight I had in Brooklyn was like 4 years ago. She ain't beat me up. It was a street fight. Like we was outside getting it on. Like my body was so sore. I told her, when I see you, it's on sight. And when I seen her, it was on sight.
You gotta really fight to get anything in Brooklyn, and that's the way life should be. You gotta fight to get whatever it is you want, and that's how. It would be for everyone to live their purpose in life. Inspiring people is one of the greatest things you could do in life. All the greats inspired other people to be great. My vision of a successful Brooklyn is everybody being on one accord, tying whatever it is that they do together. So,
I love what's happening in Brooklyn right now. I love the Barclays Center. I love everything. But we can't forget about everybody who's been here before the Barclays. We need to make sure that they stay. I don't want to see Target take out my mom and pop shop. So by me servicing small businesses in Brooklyn, I hope to keep that life here and for people to come to Brooklyn and see the small things, not to see the big things. There's enough of that going on in the world.
Just stay focused. You know, don't do what other people doing, and basically just believe what you want to believe in.
Happiness was money. What would make Kai rich?
I would say spreading the love. That's all. You know?
Investing my money into something aspect. I used to work at this furniture company, and I saved my money, and I was looking for something to invest in. And around the time I was looking for something to invest in, that's when I met my business partner, Kevin. And it just made perfect sense for me to invest my money into it. Now, when I invested my money into it, he only had 2 designs. It was a Viva La Brooklyn t-shirt and another design. So after a month of buying shirts from him, every time I wore the Viva La Brooklyn t-shirt, everywhere I went, Home Depot, the pizza shop, trips, wherever I went, people would always compliment the shirt. So when it was time for me to invest, it was a smooth transition. I just always saw the potential that the brand had.
My future goals right now is just in the next year or 2 to just be a successful signed recording artist. And you know, I want to be on the film screens, I want to be on a bunch of movies, sitcoms, whatever comes my way, but I just want to be one of those people that when you look at you say, hey, I know this kid, he came from Brooklyn, he came from Gates Avenue, he came from nothing, and now look where he's at.
That's the dream, that's the big dream.
Spectacular.
progressive.
Positive.
Fun.
Everything.
An incubator.
Brooklyn describes itself.
Just repping Brooklyn.